Hey, welcome back to Hobbies with Jose. I'm Jose Carbajal, and today, as all good things must come to an end, we've got a finale. Thank you so much for joining me again, everyone. It's good to have you back. If you've been following this channel from the very beginning, you know that this project has been a while coming, so I'm really happy to be able to complete her on this video here. Now, throughout the week, I've been adding some more layers of paint, adding some more details onto her. And what we're doing today is working with Tamiya's panel line accent color in black. We're going to be using this to bring out the details of the mold even further. And we'll be using some cotton swabs to remove any excess panel liner that we apply onto the figure as well. So let's get started with that. Now, one important thing to note about the panel liner is that it's actually enamel paint. You can see it here in the bottom under the fine print. Enamel paint there. So normally what you would use is enamel paint thinner applied onto the cotton swab, and that's what will help you remove the excess panel liner onto the figure. So when using this panel liner, it would typically be onto a piece that has acrylic paint, so that when you use the thinner over it, you're not going to be removing the paint that's underneath. Well, if you've been paying attention, we've actually used both kinds of paints on our piece, both enamel and acrylic. So we won't have the luxury of using enamel thinner to remove the excess panel liner. What we're actually going to be doing is removing the panel liner before it dries, so we might be working with more than one coat onto the piece. And if it gets a little bit sloppy, then that's okay too. And next I'll be working with Tamiya's Weathering Master set letter B, specifically the center suit color here, which is basically black. And I'll use both sides of the applicator, both the brush and the sponge side, to bring out some more details of the figure. And for the last bit of paint that we're going to be adding, we're going back to our tester silver. We're going to be adding some onto this wider brush, removing all the excess, and putting a bit of dry brushing onto the figure. So that's the last bit of painting. I'm going to let her dry off for about a day or so, and I'll do the final assembly, get her together, and when we next see her, she'll be all in one piece. So let's see how she turns out. So there you have it. We finally made it. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did putting her together. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm about to go celebrate with a nice cold michelada. But what's next? Well, I'm glad you asked. Now, when I started this channel, I did want it to be about a variety of different hobbies that I have, not just customizations, and the bulk of what I do is traditional model kits. So, for my next project, that's what I'm going to do, a more traditional model kit. Now, I haven't exactly picked one out yet. I don't really consider myself to own that many model kits. Yeah, all right, so maybe I own a few. I think every hobby modelist should have a little bit of a backlog. There's nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly healthy, actually. Okay, no, just because my backlog is in two piles doesn't mean it's two backlogs. That's not really how backlogs work. Wait, no, those are masterpiece boxes. But those aren't. All right, so I have a problem.